the Galactic Unity Station orbiting the star Helios. 9 was normally a parade of calm efficiency, an endless drift of diplomats, merchants, engineers, and warriors gliding through its transparent halls like schools of fish. But on this particular rotation, the station felt tense, as though the very metal beneath its glowing lights held its breath. The reason was simple. The Drake sovereignty, a species older than the Unity itself, had arrived. And with them came their most infamous guardian, the Apex Flame, also known in less diplomatic circles as the deadliest dragon in the galaxy. Even the station's automated systems ran quieter when it moved. Rumors always trailed in its shadow. The Apex Flame once melted a cruiser by roaring at it. It could smell untruths on a molecular level. It spoke in telepathic echoes that could rattle an unprepared mind. Some believed it fed on the life force of those foolish enough to challenge it. Others whispered that it was immortal, that it had survived supernovas, wormhole collapses, even the fall of empires. Today, that creature was here. And today, of all days, was the day the humans brought a child. Little Mira Jensen, 7 years old, hair in 2 messy buns, wearing sparkly purple overalls and holding a plush space whale half her size, skipped through the docking corridor like she'd been invited to a birthday party instead of a diplomatic summit. Behind her trudged her exhausted father, Chief Ambassador Roland Jensen. "Sweetheart," he whispered anxiously, "remember what we practiced. You stay behind me, you do not run off, and you certainly do not touch anything, especially anything scaled, glowing, or breathing fire." Mira nodded gravely. "I promise, Daddy." She meant it. For exactly 3 seconds. Beginning, the dragon arrives. The docking bay trembled as the Drake Sovereignty's flagship, Obsidian Sovereign, attached its docking clamps. Its hull shimmered like volcanic glass, runes glowing faintly beneath its crystalline armor. A wave of heat washed outward, not enough to burn, but enough to make the station's climate systems wheeze in complaint. Unity guards lined the walls, gripping their stun lances tight enough to squeak. Various alien dignitaries peeked from behind them. Xerthi diplomats, who looked like floating crystals, Varan facilitators, insectoid and tall, even a trio of cloaked Cerati observers, their faces unseen beneath deep hoods. They all shared one thing: fear. A hissing cloud of vapor escaped as the Sovereign's doors parted. And then it emerged. The Apex Flame stood 4 meters tall, its scaled body shimmering between obsidian black and molten gold. Its eyes glowed like compressed suns, and each breath curled smoke into the air. Energy rippled out from its wings, folded elegantly against its back like carved night. The station dimmed automatically to avoid system overheating. Everyone stepped back. Everyone except Mira Jensen. She gasped, not in terror, but in awe. "Daddy, it's so pretty." And she ran straight past the horrified guards. Ambassador Jensen lunged, but Mira was small and surprisingly fast when excited. Before anyone could intercept her, she stopped directly in front of the dragon's talons. A silence fell, thick and all-consuming. The Apex Flame slowly lowered its massive head to regard her. Every creature in the hall clutched their breath. A single wrong movement could spark a diplomatic crisis or a massacre. But Mira showed no fear. She grinned. "Hi, my name's Mira. Do you like my whale?" She held up her plush toy. The Apex Flame stared. The Cerati observers whispered. The Xerthi dimmed. And then, impossibly, the dragon spoke, its voice vibrating through the bones of everyone present. "You are human." Mira nodded. "Yep. Daddy says we're supposed to be polite. Are you polite?" The dragon blinked. This was clearly not how introductions normally went. Its huge snout lowered closer, closer, until Mira could see her reflection in its molten gold eyes. Then, something extraordinary happened. The apex flame sniffed, then sniffed again, and then its eyes widened. "You smell unafraid." "Should I be?" Mira asked simply. The dragon's head tilted. "Most species tremble before me." "Oh," Mira said thoughtfully. "Well, maybe they just need a hug." Behind them, Ambassador Jensen nearly fainted. Middle, the unbreakable bond. For reasons no species fully understood then, the apex flame did not incinerate the child. It did not roar, or threaten, or retreat. Instead, it stared as though witnessing something ancient, something impossibly familiar. And then it said, "Human child, what is your purpose here?" Mira shrugged. "I dunno. Daddy said this meeting is important for galactic stability and that I wasn't supposed to come. But I hid in a suitcase." Every ambassador in the corridor turned pale, those who had blood, anyway. Roland Jensen made a choking sound. "Mira, please, just stand behind me." The dragon interrupted. "No." Its wings unfurled slightly. Heat spiraled outward. "Let her speak." This was unprecedented. The Drake's sovereignty maintained strict protocol. They tolerated no disorder, no improvisation, no informality of any kind. And yet now, their greatest warrior sat on its haunches, eyes fixed on a tiny human child with a plush toy and glitter on her cheek. "Why did you come to me?" the apex flame asked gently. "Because," Mira said, "you looked lonely." A sound rippled through the audience, something like 50 species simultaneously gasping. The apex flame froze. Lonely? It had been called many things across the millennia. Destroyer, guardian, scourge, protector. But never lonely. "Explain," it rumbled. Mira pointed around the hall. "'Cause everyone's scared of you. Nobody stands close, nobody says hi, nobody asks if you want to play. So you must feel lonely." The dragon's chest glowed faintly. Not with fire, something else. Something older. Something softer. "Mira," Ambassador Jensen whispered urgently, "Sweetheart, that's enough. We don't want to." But Mira wasn't listening. She took a step closer. Then another. Station sensors shrieked warnings. Unity guards aimed their lances. The Drake attendants hissed. But before anyone could stop her, Mira reached up, stretched on her tiptoes, and kissed the apex flame right on the nose. The moment the galaxy froze. Time did not stop, but it felt like it wanted to. Every species present, from insectoid to mineral-based, from psionic to flesh-bound, all froze in absolute horror. Even the dragon didn't move. Its molten eyes widened, pupils contracting into thin slits. Mira stepped back, smiling proudly. "There, all better." Ambassador Jensen fainted. The dragon remained motionless for a long, heavy second. Then it inhaled, a breath so deep the air trembled. The heat around it flared, but not in anger. "You..." Its voice cracked the air like thunder softened by rain. "You gave me defection." Mira shrugged again. "You looked like you needed it." The apex flame lowered its head until it rested on the floor before her. A collective scream echoed through the hall. But nothing happened, except the dragon closed its eyes and purred, a deep, seismic rumble that shook dust from the ceiling. The deadliest dragon in the galaxy was purring. Every alien in the corridor stood rigid, all political training forgotten. Humans, it seemed, were living violations of every known law of interspecies interaction. But what truly broke galactic logic was what happened next.